Gambling. Taking a chance on anything for money or something else of value. We do this every day. We do this by getting in your car every morning. You can do it by starting a business. Or just by letting your child walk to school 5 days a week. All three of those are all gambles. But if man did not gamble, where exactly would we be today? Would we have electricity? Was it not a gamble for Benjamin Franklin to go out in an electrical storm and fly a kite with a key? I think it was. If you want to go that far, we may as well go back to George Washington and the Founding Fathers. It was a gamble just to start the United States, just to start a democracy and want to start a new nation of freedom. But they took that gamble. It was a risk. And America is proof that people do win. And people can win. I'm Jonathan Hickman, and today I would like to talk to you about an issue in the state of Ohio. Issue number 3. Issue number 3, if passed, will create 4 new casinos in your state. I want to talk to you about how passing this issue will help your local government and how this issue will affect you personally if passed. So let's delve right into this. First, we're going to start with, what's this all about? Well, Penn National, a gaming association, and the Cleveland Cavaliers owner, Dan Gilbert, wants to build 4 new casinos in Ohio. The Ohio Jobs and Growth Committee has helped them push this issue. Why do you think they wanted to help push this issue? Well, because they're the Ohio Jobs and Growth Committee. They want to create jobs and they want Ohio to grow. And this is how they believe it is possible to do it. And where we are right now in Ohio, we obviously and clearly need an economy boost. So let's go into more about that. Let's go into some pros and cons. Let's start with pros, and I'll end with cons. Pros: Ohio tourism. We'll be bringing people from other states that normally wouldn't be here, and spending money from other states that, once again, normally would not be here. So that is a big plus. Also, the program organizers estimate that 34,000 construction jobs will be created just by building these casinos. The proposal calls for each casino to pay an initial $50 million licensure fee. That money would go towards job training and workforce development projects statewide. 33% of the tax on the gross casino revenue will be placed on the gross if the issue is passed. That's $600 million in tax revenue every year. I apologize. Let's go $600 million of tax revenue every year. It just goes to the state of Ohio. An estimated $306 million of tax a year is planned to be distributed throughout many different ways. 34% of it is planned to go to public schools. Now, how can you say no to public schools? I don't know. I really don't. 5% a year goes to the casino host cities because they're the cities that are probably going to, they might get a crime rate jump, but they're the cities that are hosting the casinos. So it's pretty relevant to believe that they deserve 5%. 3% goes to help revitalize horse racing tracks. 3% goes to the Casino Control Commission. 2% goes to training of Ohio law enforcement. And 2% goes to the research and treatment of gambling problems and substance abuse. Now, right there leads me to the cons. The cons in this issue would be, well, most people would believe that they would be problem gambling. People problem gamble, and it leads to a lot of bad things, such as bankruptcy and divorces and stuff like that. Then we get to higher crime rates and personal bankruptcy. Well, this is about the time where I would like to show you a few statistics about our surrounding states and their casinos. So I've got a couple of graphs here I would like to show you, if my camera person will bring this down. Alright, this shows the crime rates to casinos and non-casinos counties in Indiana. We're just going to go with the casino county. This is a county that has casinos in it. In 1991, this was their crime rate. It's just a little in between 3 and 2.5. And it kind of stayed steady until about 93, and then between 93 and 95 it jumped. Well, this arrow shows that there was a casino built after the jump, and then crime rates went down. Arrow, and a casino was built, and crime rates went down. And then there was another casino built, and crime rates once again went down. So in total, when there was a casino first built, crime rates were between 3 and 3.5 right here. And then in 2000, they're all the way below 2.5. And they only raised a little bit from there on. Now this one shows the unemployment rates in counties with casinos. If you can see, the unemployment rate starts out over here, before they had any casinos, way up here. Stayed steady the next year, and the next year it went way down. Then a casino was built. It stayed steady for a while, and then it went way down. Then another casino was built, and it just continued to go down until another casino was built, and it went just up a little bit. But you get my drift. Didn't affect it too bad. So, next, I'm going to tell you that the University of New England School of Psychology stated in a quasi-experimental study that problem gambling is closely related to emotional intelligence. Now you might ask what emotional intelligence is. So I have a definition for you here from the American Heritage Dictionary. They define it as intelligence regarding the emotions, especially in the ability to monitor one's own and others' emotions. So my question for you is, do you believe that you have the control? I believe you do. In fact, there's an article I recently read that stated that gambling represents a recreational activity worldwide, with the majority of individuals gambling within affordable limits. That means that the majority of people are reasonable when they gamble. I believe that you can do that. I believe I can do that. And besides, even if you do get into trouble, we've got a lot of money going into just the research and treatment of gambling and substance abuse. So in conclusion, casinos without a doubt are going to bring Ohio prosperity. The cons are not necessarily all going to be proven true, as they hadn't been proven true in Michigan and Indiana in the graphs that I had shown you. So, basically, I would like to say that casinos in Ohio seem to be a pretty safe bet to me. Thank you very much.